After the session. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. We get to be voyeurs. Good luck, Aman. He's getting set Yasser, some music, some tunes. He's playing in a different setup. That's my office, and it's not as easy as here to play. Maybe the monitor's different, maybe the chair's a bit different. So I think some warm-up games is a great idea, and we can do whatever we want. So we're on Yasser. Yes. Yeah, yeah. And thank you, thank you. No, everything was good about that, but Robin won, and he was, the Europeans. We have to. That's those darn Europeans and their chess culture. The bamboo stick is needed. And yes, canings. That's right. That's right. Whoa. Yeah, to us. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Every time Yasser suffered, he's made a mental note, and today he's in a. He's. New experiences, Yasser. Yeah, yeah. That's why we're tough people. You're trying to tariff. You're talking about taking us over, but when they were moving and they're picking the U.S. or Canada, it's like Canada was a lot colder. The people that survived there, man, that was uh, that was tough. Yeah, so there's some real survivors. You can. Oof. No, there's quite a bit. In terms of one that's always standing out, let me try to think about that. I'm just gonna grab a drink from the fridge. I'm still connected. I'm just processing. It's been a bit of a blur. Um, Oh wow. I even forgot about that. I'm just, yeah, that shows commitment. Yeah, sir. No, I thought the story you're going for was different. There was a couple times where I left the stream on and went on a date and kept, like, I just left the chair. And one time I think I had like Mannered Monkey play for me while I was away. Like Montreal days were some of the early days where it was just very chaotic. Like there was random people. It was just like what am I, it was but yeah, in Montreal what you said makes sense, especially where we lived, the McGill ghetto, some old buildings there, some infrastructure. um but yeah, in the early days, and that was one of the earlier days, it was like just no real expectations, but like packing a ton of hours, like volume, like just be online all the time, and just, yeah, just it can get a bit addicting, but yeah, just all the time, every day. No real goals, just grinding some blitz bullet, trying to do some challenges. um we did, yeah, we made an impact, um which was, no, I'm glad you brought that up, so I can better answer your question in terms of some highlights and memories. I think you've asked me before, but a couple things stand out, and they were both like a while ago. 2017. Today we had a sub battle, and we had it, OGs. The original viewers versus, we call them bandwagoners, but people that are newer. And the threshold was 8 years. You've been in the channel for 8 years, 2017 and earlier, you count as an OG. And why did I pick 2017 as the cutoff? I could have picked 2015, 2020, pre-COVID. 2017, Aman was still an IM. He grew out that beard. And it was a whole year or almost a year of pursuing the GM title, like just like a lifetime goal. And we managed to document a lot of that on stream, on YouTube, with the audience. In fact, even the expenses related to it, it was like streaming, and the donors and the audience supporting that, which is a very expensive endeavor to drop everything you're doing and do that. So that all happening on stream throughout the year was extremely memorable. We got to celebrate it on stream at the end of the year. Fabiano came and we shaved the beard. We took shots out of the beard. He was in there cutting the beard. but this is like uh, it felt very nice because it felt like we did it with the audience, and I know how much it meant to Amon, and the fact that he could only do it because of the stream support. Um, and so that's always a highlight because it kind of felt uh, the sense of accomplishment felt a bit deeper than sometimes, you have a really good stream or you get a high rating, what things like that. You mean, but like this is like a lifetime thing that um, we'll always remember. Um, nice, and then that people came to celebrate. The audience was there, some in person, some, but like yeah, that was all on stream. The process of that, and so that's a highlight. The In that same year, a couple months before Amon got it, you coming to Montreal was really nice. That trip was really nice. Uh, we just got some subs by the way. Thank you, Justin, Pink Floyd. You came on, Yasser. Got some support. People happy to see you. You've been requested. But when you came, our initial goal originally was 1,000 subs, right? And you just came. You're like, I'm gonna um, be there. Like you're like, yeah, I'll just be there. I'll just be there and do it. Like count me in. And we definitely didn't let you rest or sleep too much. I definitely took that offer and maximized it. Had you playing beer pong, had you streaming Blitz, had whatever put you through the ringer. I'm like, okay, yeah, sir. Like, and it's in the winter as you mentioned, but that was like a big threshold at the time for us, and that was the start of continuous Yasser appearances, which has been very nice, both socially, like as a friend, but also for the chess and everything. Like it's, you know, an element. You got to keep us grounded too, right? It's by you being there and get a bit of shit thrown back at me. That's good. It's. So but yeah, the GM pursuit and that being on stream was a pretty big highlight, because I know, yeah, just the impact and what it means is very high. Yeah, that's right. We did that 24-hour stream. We're gonna keep Yasser locked. We're getting close. Yeah. Yeah, we were just winging it, and it was a whole new world for you, and you were very open-minded to it, and that's something that, like I said, it was like really nice because uh, from your generation and some of just the culture, the stories, everything, um, you know, not everyone would have access to it. If you don't, like they wouldn't know where to look. Like it's just a medium that things have trended towards greatly. I mean, even other media, like for other subjects. So it was like having that accessibility to someone like you was awesome. Just something that, yeah. Hmm. Yep. Okay. That's brutal. Hmm. Hmm. He was warming up with Bullet. He won his games. The speed looked to be there, and now I believe as a proper predator in the ecosystem, he's looking for the right prey. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like good value for the rating. Maybe someone who's, I don't know, a former U.S. champion, a little slower than he used to be. Something like that. He- yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, why did we? Oh. Oh yeah, sir. We do have a blitz game. You can continue, but we have a blitz game. This counts. Amon's going for his all-time high, 3,000 blitz. He's at his current peak of 2974, and he's found in American FM. You're okay. Queen D7 maybe. We want a knight versus bishop imbalance for blitz. Amon's playing a lower rated player too, so you know so maybe knight C5, queen C8. Uh, because at least if we don't take on C5, we might be able to play knight D7, knight B6, knight C4, get some sort of position where we have the light squared pawns versus the dark squared pawn. I don't know. It's still. He's gonna go rook C4. That's Amon's gonna go. Yeah. Rook C4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Knight E4 maybe. I could maybe take on B4, but it could get dicey. Amon's playing fast, but he's got to try to figure out some imbalance. Although he likes symmetrical positions. Yeah. But we would let you sleep in a little bit. So we would, yeah, yeah, but we would take turns, but we'd let you join after the stream started, like the technical setup. That was fun, waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. for a month. Yep. Yeah. So this is looking good, by the way. This is a win that we're not expect. Like, this is anything to worry about here? Any counterplay? So how do you prevent that? Ti- There you go. Look at that. Time, boy. That's +3, Yasser. Professional. Yeah. You know, you're good to go. He's just waiting for the right prey. No, that's like a COVID thing. It doesn't have to do with weight. We were oh so we had our Pro Chess League teams. I know you'd commented on some and whatnot. And Grishuk has played for us before. I'd recruited him to the team. So you know, our teams did pretty well historically. It's a shame they don't have the league anymore. But Grishuk gives funny interviews, and he was down to go on stream, you know, after a match. And he was just talking. I think he'd even mentioned, like, I hadn't sent him merch. He wanted merch. And I hadn't really met him before the Pro Chess League. Like, we've played in person before, but bit of a different generation. And I'm just not in that upper echelon of, you know, like he's in the super GM circuit, right? He was a 2,800 FIDEs, so we're not like hanging out or meeting, you know, whatever. So we hadn't really chatted too much. So when I invited him on the team, it wasn't because, oh, I knew he knew what Chess Pro was. I didn't even mention it because I was like, you know, we have a team and it is channel related, but don't expect, you know, him to watch us do body shots off of each other or some crazy late night stuff. So, but then he brings up the interview. He starts, you know, saying that he wants some merch and starts referring to me as a big chief. At some point, he just says Chief Hansen, and he starts in his deep Russian accent. He starts referring, you know, like, you know, if I'm happy, like whatever I need. Like he started just calling me the chief, and so then everyone thought that was hilarious, because the whole interview was just rolling naturally by him, and then people kept it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. He's like talking about that. It is funny just because in Canada, especially where I'm from, and if you're from the prairies, like there are chiefs, and a lot of times they're big guys. So one time, someone like someone called me chief. I think it was at a bar or something, and then I think another friend said that was like, but there's another guy here. He's an actual chief, so I wasn't sure who was talking about. Like he's from the reserve, and he's like he's the big chief. Like and because that's we have a bunch of different reserves in Canada for the indigenous population, Aboriginal. Yeah, and so chief is a funny word. Like in Australia, they use the word. I think maybe in South Africa I heard it, but when Grishuk said it, it sounded very funny. It did almost sound like I was like the boss, though. Or I was like, like they had to perform because I was there. I was a player too. I was not putting pressure on anyone, but. Um, oh, by the way, Aman took a serious pairing. He took Sujirov. No, Queen Trap. And Australians have used the word chief before in terms of everyday talk. I've heard people say, what's up, chief?" Or I've heard that from Australians as just like a slang. And South Africa, I heard it as well. But in Canada, yeah, it was just funny. Grishuk's interview was just very funny. So people caught on to it because it just came out of nowhere. I'm surprised the Mon went for King H2 before because there's also some drawbacks with putting your king on H2. Sometimes the yeah. But Amon's yeah okay. Yeah. He's gonna play C4. He's gonna allow knight D3, but still try to blockade. Don't you think? Yeah. Nice move. Nice move. Nice move. The tactics worked after bishop takes d5. That was important. That the d5 because now even even a7's an accomplishment if you can work. Thank you, Theo. Queen h4 would have been more scary. And we're down 50 seconds. Hmm. But it's going to go to d2, right? A big threat. White would be positionally winning. Amon's very happy here. If it doesn't get tactical, he's a control player. And after g3 here, is black going to leave the rook there? Because otherwise... Okay. Yeah. Good call, Yaz. You still got it. You still got it. It's not going anywhere. This is collapsing. Yeah, this is... Just take the g6 pawn. Well, that works too. Oh my goodness, yeah. So we're going to play the KO button. That's a huge win. 13 points to go. Ten years, Yasser, and you appearing. Oh, you still got. Oh, I thought you forgot about that. Yeah, a sub call out is great. Great form, Yasser. Like your timing was good. That's a good sports broadcast. Like that's yeah, that was perfect. Can we get Sosa timed? Oh, thank you, man. From Alberta. Thanks for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Alexi, thank you. Thank you for the 10. Um, yeah. No, Aman playing Sujirov is a good pairing. So for people that followed Aman in 2017 when he went for the GM title, his norms, he did well against 2600s. He could draw. He won a couple big ones. He's historically struggled against weaker players. The thing that a lot of professional chess players or close to that level, even people going for GM title, they can perform well. They play 2600. They're locked in. They play to the level. But you have to go through the Swiss system and beat strong masters, FMs, IMs, NMs that can draw you. If you overpress, they can beat you. And that's always been a issue with the AMAN'S chess, and that he's very solid as a player. So he does well against really good players. He beats Shirov in one of his norms in 2017 in the Taimanov, and he was drawing other 2600s, beating some. So he can, his style, he doesn't have to worry about draws and stuff like that, and it's also more enjoyable in a way from a challenge perspective. You're playing someone you just know is good. You're just focused on playing good moves as opposed to, do I need to play suboptimal moves to keep things on the board? Psychologically, yeah, he and at 3000, this is a good, yeah, good players bring out the best in Aman for sure. Thank you, Lexi. Yeah. Yep. Uh-oh. My idea. That's right. You always say, "Oh, Eric, it's so cold in Montreal." I'm a desert baby. I'm a desert baby. Okay, I thought you could handle some spice if you're a desert baby, sir. Right? Like, what kind of desert baby can't handle some spice? It was called Caligula flavored. It was called Caligula. That's the good memory, sir. Wow, the fond memory. 'You're always referencing these old movies, and then I have to like, yeah. 3 4 days. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was one of our more recent memories because Yasser hasn't returned since then. So maybe that took, and the Wings place went out of business. So now I can tell you, it's safe. It's safe. But I'm just trying to support local businesses. But yeah, it's okay. I made up for it. I took you to the movies, our routine. Yeah. It was fun besides waking up early and going. It was fun. You liked it because he was complimenting your form a lot more than mine. Yeah. You got some mitts, man. Also, the bishop on h2 is not looking too good. No me gusta también. Oh, tempo. Oh, well, no, we were resourceful. So many people caught COVID that we had a COVID camp for people that, because if there's enough instructors and students, that they're isolating together, and then the people that have caught it, haven't caught it, are with the healthy coaches. It's just that it was yeah. It was like COVID was going down, and then all of a sudden this Omicron strand came up, and it was like right before, and I was like, people really want to do it. Everyone's like, yeah, then we did it, and that was a good trip, Yasser, and we invited you, and this is not looking good, by the way. Do you go rook f3 or do you pull Yasser and start gobbling pawns? You don't want to allow rook b1 maybe? Oh, that's a good move. Ooh, queen d4 check after queen e2. Ooh, oof. Ooh, ooh. Bishop d2 check here is gonna hurt. Do you like that move, Yasser? Bishop d2. Ooh, ah. Oh. Okay, okay. That's a little much. Because the rook. Oh, he's gonna bring the rook to f8? But King G2, is that giving Amon some chances here? What's going on here? Okay. Okay, so Queen D2 check and Rook F4, but maybe the FM won't find it. And Amon is fast right now. He's only down 15, now 10 seconds, and he warmed up his mouse beforehand. No, he's pre-moving, that's the thing. The pre-moves are coming in, though. He's catching up on the clock, Yasser. Down only 5 seconds. Down only 2 seconds. Only 2 seconds now. Only down. He's up. Amon's up. Amon's up, Yasser. Look at that speed. Look at the Canuck go. Here comes the flag. Yeah, baby. Rook F4, once we saw that, that was a little too fancy. That's just, no. But even anything without Rook F4 allows you to trade a bishop for a rook, which is great. Just trade pieces off. You just keep the pieces on. Your king's in the middle. It's very unpleasant. But Amon, once he's fast right now. He was ready. He just he read that guy like a book. Yes. Yeah, the Montreal Miracle. Thank you, Gleason, for the subs. Yeah. Oh, he destroyed Robin in a Taimanov. I mean, this game was very funny. Robin got just absolutely demolished. Maybe that's what sent him to finance and sent him on a career arc. Like, I can remember this game, and it was like, I think it was a Queen F3 Taimanov that became trendy, where they play Queen F3, Queen G3, something like that. And there was a Bishop on a B5 sacrifice. But like, I mean, Robin was, he didn't play after that. But yeah, we got a point from the previous match against Miami. That's right. That's right. And we didn't know, like, the Montreal Miracle. I think maybe Amon was commentating, or you guys maybe both were. I think I was playing, but it was 5 points when we needed 4 games was that's the Montreal Miracle, and it was hype. It was hype. Okay. Ooh, this is a tough opponent. You heard yourself laugh. I think this is a tough pairing for Amon when it's the strong IMs. I've played this guy a lot. He's pretty good online, and he's probably like 25, 50 FIDE, so well past GM level, maybe even higher than that. Young guy, 20. But Aman did well against Sujirov, so the form is looking good, but this guy is fast at the end of the games. But that's like a bit of an ode to the Carol Can line, where that's even the theory, right? Karpov had some games, maybe you did. The specific line, yeah, against, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wait, why Amon castled kingside, Yasser? He castled kingside. He's planning to go king g7, rook h8, and hold. We knight h2, king g7. You know, I won a game in Blitz like a week ago. Similar structure. My king's on g7. They have the h file. I have a knight on f8 and g8. And he's got rooks on the h file, but no queen. And he's got a knight on a rook on the h file, and knight on f6. And I have knight on f8 and g8. And there's no mate, no matter what. And he spent all his time looking for a mate. He just bought. Yes. There, this is probably smart by Amon, because if he plays knight e to f5, his knights get tangled up, and white can double on h3, h1, h2. So where's the breakthrough for white here? Yes. Well, yeah, he's down on time. He wants to put a bit of pressure or get white to think about the center as opposed to just a one-way street. Like this is not a normal defensive setup or position, king on g4, but the way things are going, Amon might pull this off. Like, okay, after queen c8 though, the king is on g4 as you pointed out. So how does white make progress? Queen c8, are you going to go b5 or something? Amon's down to 19 seconds here, Yasser. I need some moves. With 14 seconds, he's gonna. This. 12 seconds to a minute, Yasser. Amon's pre-moving. No, but there's no increment. He's gonna bring the knight to h6, Yasser. But Amon's got some pre-moves loaded. The other guy's gonna bring maybe one knight to c6. Sorry, to b4 to c6. Knight h6. Knight c6. Knight c6. Because of a5. Look at this. He's pre-moving. He can't react to the moves. He doesn't have enough time. Oh, it's falling apart here, Yasser. 3 seconds to 16. He's still pre-moving though. Look at the speed. Is it enough? Ooh. You know, he actually had a defensible position for the most part, but the clock was the issue there. But it's funny that his setup like survived. I almost want to take a look at that. So I'll go knight f3, I guess. Yeah. It's an accomplishment. It's an accomplishment. Yeah. He played queen c6. Just b5. Takes and I don't know, knight e8 check. Is checkmate, I think, is coming. No, I just assume that this would always win. Yeah. Just to initiate it a bit sooner. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't play too much for a while. I had you on in January. I wasn't doing much chess then. The last month-ish, I've been getting back in, playing quite a bit online. Ratings are up, speed is back up. But still no huge urge to play over the board unless it's like maybe like a Rapid or BLITZ event. Because as you said earlier, like classical is like pretty scary right now, and there's not really nice events that like get me to want to play. But the chess is feeling solid for sure. And I've been taking out some of my anger on the viewers. If I need to feel better, I have been. You enjoyed that, and you said you'd come back more often. I never saw you again. I said, Yasser, I got food for you. I got food for you. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my sleep schedule's messed up. That's on me. Hello, check. If you want victims, we have an abundance of victims. Yes. And I think you enjoyed prosecuting. Like it was a good arrangement, I thought. You're not. I know, and you're just not. You don't play enough. You don't have any coordination whatsoever. Yeah, yeah. That's a lot of people are still searching for that years later, and it's been costly. Not the biggest. That's a contest. That's a very competitive title. But you have the shape, the round shape that helps. The big director, yeah. Class turnip. Oh, okay. Until the one guy's like, this doesn't make any sense at all. Amon's really speedy right now. His knight is gonna. That's a huge. That's huge. He's down to 6 seconds, Yasser. Can you pull this off? 4 seconds to 5. No. Amon's up on time. He's gonna keep the knight on the board and check him to death. Time, boy. The knight. It's the knight. Just keep one pawn on the board. Mhm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a long-term push. Like it's just only pleasant for one side. Yeah, there's always exceptions in chess. It is very hard to generalize. Wait, is Block just hanging up on? That's a juicy pawn, Yasser. Does that make you happy? When are they not juicy? There's some poison pawns. You'd like to take them all? You would play G3 here. Got it. You look at that diagonal though, C4 and D5. What are you gonna do about that, Yasser? That yeah, he's gonna take on C4 here. No, okay. Can Black take A4, or is it too risky on the diagonal? If D, so Queen A4, D5, Knight F8, Knight D7. Yeah. I don't. And it's a little loose right now. Amon's down a bit on time. He's got the speed, but it's a lot easier to play fast in those like end games. If there's a lot of pieces on the board and your king's on H2 and you get low on time. So it's good that he's playing a bit faster now. But it is a bit looser now, and it forces white to look for tactics as opposed to natural improving moves. Amon's not playing G3. He's not. He would have done it a long time ago. He's not. He's no way he's playing G3. So do I give a check or do I go Queen E7? It's getting dicey, Yasser. Take on C4, take on F3 type of thing. Counterspiel. I don't know what Black's thinking about. Okay, there we go. Good move by Amon. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's gonna give up maybe that pawn. This is completely winning. Aman's got the speed here, Yasser. Look at that speed. No, no, he just went on time. His speed is on point right now, and he had a good position. We're one game away. This is the game. Yeah, this is it for 3,000. Thank you for the sub, Matt. This is an annoying setup if white does what I think they're gonna do. Yeah, I just don't think you're supposed to take on d5. I think one of the ideas is to go bishop c3, b4, and then you can bring your knight d2 to b3 and get that eventual break and queenside pressure. Yeah. Do you like what you see right now? Not for black? That the weak pawns are a long-term issue here. This is a serious problem, yeah. So Ramon's down 20 seconds, and unfortunately, there's no easy moves. But we have knights, so if Amon can survive until that end of the game scramble, then we got chances. Yes. Knight c5, rook h4. Does that concern you? Yes. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Oh, I don't. Some people you've told the story, they forgot already. They just don't have the memories. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Hello, Doctor O. Rookie 4. Yeah, sorry, keep going. Igor come, Igor play. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Any chances to hold here, Yasser? Knight's coming to d6. Amon's got two knights, though. He's a tricky bastard. Oh, that's lights out. Oof. Just the opening, Yasser, right? Just no. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. But once we open the floodgates, Yasser, then uh-oh. Once you let the dungeon trolls out. You want the blind leading the blind. And putting your queen on c6? Is that what you're doing? I guess queen takes d7 is what you're expecting. Yeah. Bishop f8. Yeah. But there's an issue that if you, at some, like, the pawn on a6, it can become a weakness or a strength, but Amon's going for d5 maybe in some position. Yeah. Yeah, last time you're on, Yasser, we talked geopolitics, I think, for 5 hours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got a nice raid from Ben Feingold. Thank you, Ben and Karen. Cheers. Big Ben. Black's handling this well. Amon's up on time this game. That's good. He's been falling behind a bit. Oh, you want to sack a piece for 3 pawns? Even though that's a pretty good knight on a4 in terms of. Oh, Do you like this, Yasser? Oh, that bishop is coming in. We're gonna see the rooks double here. What? H4. That's an interesting way to convert. The pawn has some purpose on H5. Aman's down to 22 seconds. Well, his opponent's down to 20 seconds here, and yeah, he's fast today. He's locked in on speed. You saw it, Yasser. They both missed it. And now Black is falling behind on the clock. Oh, Rook G4 is coming, so he's got to go Rook H1. The, is he going to go for a draw? Oh! He pulls it off! 0.1 seconds. Holy smokes. I said we got into time scramble. Mon's got the chances. Yeah. He was drawing dead there. And then H4 was not just Rook A2. Rook B2. Be up 2 pawns. 3 pawns. 3 pawns. But Aman's fast today. We can tell. We've seen that. He's won almost every time scramble. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing exciting. I have a bachelor party next week, like in Vegas, right? So that'll be my first type of trip like that. Aman will be on that trip as well. It's not my bachelor party, obviously. You can tell, you know. David the Legend, he reminds me of Bruce Lee. Okay, Bruce, Bruce. Okay. Tom from England, and I'm not sure if you met him in Calgary. I'm gonna say no, but it's possible you did. You came in 2021, then you met Tom from Calgary. He's British. British Tom. You would have met him actually, I think. But not maybe, yeah. Yeah. We have a 28-10. So I'm not sure this gives him on 6 points. He might need 2 wins. But Amon's score against it was 22 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. Yeah. Hedgehog. Well, if knight c3, there's e5. That's definitely not the move. I mean, b5 you still have to watch out for, but this stuff, this usually black's happy when they get in b5. You just trade the rooks, play bishop c6, and slowly creep up in the center. What do you think about that? Yep, that works for me. He's playing active here. Man, it's pretty committal from black. Is that what you, yeah. Because where does the knight on, okay, okay. It's good. One sec. Mike, is Ryan around? Because I would propose that challenge to Yasser. Yasser would be, he was, the offer was like to play a mutual friend of ours, and every like point of material that's captured by the end of the game, he gifts and subs. So like pawn grabbing, taking all the pieces, dismantling is being rewarded here. I think, yeah. You know, some people want to watch their friends, you know, get abused. So promoting queens. Oh, here? He's probably going to centralize the queen. You know, if white doesn't play a4, a5, a3, a4 ever, and they play like this, like, Amon's down 15 seconds, but he can play this position quickly. And do you think he might play h4 at the right moment, Yasser, to ward off the king from approaching the middle? How does Amon untangle from this pin, though? Did he allow, you know, yeah. No, no, Amon's, here comes the speed. Here comes the speed. There we go. There we go. That's the technique. Absolutely. 29.98. No, but this guy is a good opponent for Amon. He's comfortable. He's relaxed. He's locked in. Eckers, thanks for the prime. No, 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 no. Yeah. This is for the marbles. We found a customer. I don't want to jinx it, but The moves were not threatening. You know, you can sometimes feel, yeah, the pressure. Mm. No, but I don't see where white's advantage or pushes whatsoever. And black's going to eventually play queen b7, b5, maybe. And he's a bit passive. Yeah. I mean, but just like the hedgehog, this is kind of good for black. Like getting your, yeah. Oh, this is tricky because even 94 is a very unpleasant move to look at. Mm. So what's the idea here? H6 is good by black. How can Amon trick or outplay his opponent? That's an annoy. Is it? Amon has the pressure to win this game, so it's not the most precise move, but it's like if rook c7, I take on e5. You have to take back with the queen. Black's definitely giving chances here. You can go rook b4, rook d2, put the king on d6. Amon's gonna bring his king over to d3. Yeah, after, but rook check, rook back. The time is a bigger issue this game because white's not better here, and it's hard to flag your opponent. That's well, the black is playing a bit funny. Check, bring the well, rook b2 is annoying though, isn't it, Yasser? Okay, the the moves are a bit. And he's preparing g4 and rook f6 check. So now you should maybe play what is h4 too desperate? What White's played some horrendous moves, I have to say. Like, I actually don't know how some of these moves are being played. I don't like this is like what. I think this is a win, Yasser. 10 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. I think he's got it. 3,000. There's the Aman KO. That's an all-time peak for Mr. Hambo. Boca, thanks for the prime. Aman, he was comfortable in that end game. Oh, yeah, he got that rook active and boom. Latinum, 30 subs for 3K. Cloudy, 10 subs. They're rolling in, Yasser. We just crossed 1,000. Yeah, yes. Yes, yes. He got Time Boy was very reliable today. He was his percentage in those time scrambles or anything sweaty. Aman, Yasser and I are we're enjoying that. We don't, maybe want to keep playing. Maybe keep playing. We like this. A typical Josh Gleason. The subs are coming in. Earthling Chess. The man of the hours here.
Let's go. Oof.
You have a 24-0 record against this guy.
Probably from Bullet.
Yeah, but still,
yeah, no, I didn't know that.
It's not even a draw.
I didn't know that. Okay. Customer.
We said customer, client, customer. Yes,
oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yes.
And I was rematching most of my opponents, but a lot of them were one and done.
So like Jirov would have been nice. That would have been that was a good one for you.
That was not a bad pairing. Was Yasser okay with my chess, man? Was Yasser bothered at some points?
Let's just say help.
A lot of really, really good moves and good ideas. We saw one game where you put a bishop on h2.
Only one game?
Like the rook f4 and bishop h4, and that was those. You won that game.
Oh, that was early on.
The one where you were lost against an FM and he gave up a rook.
I got
for
tricked by he got some weird knight f7, knight g5. I'd never seen that. I got tricked there bad.
Right. But you came back, so that was just amazing. And you were just incredible in time scrambles. You were really amazing in the time. With fractions of a second, you were playing incredible.
Yeah, well, we had the 0.1 game. That was could have been a big swing in either direction. And that was a bad game that I came back from. So overall, maybe we played pretty good blitz, but not necessarily good chess.
Right.
Which is okay.
That was very good. Very entertaining. Good stuff.
Not the way they did it back in your day, I bet, Yaz. Some of those positions.
No.
The knight on b4, the knight on b4 in the London, you're rerouting the knight to b4 was confusing, Yasser.
Yes, unfortunately I didn't put it there before he played knight d5, but this is actually something I'm pretty happy with, but I think I did it in a wrong way. When I get queen e2, bishop d3, knight b4, it's very unpleasant for black.
You were targeting a6.
Yeah, like you're trying to get them to play a5, but
and then you can even reroute to b5. Or...
Exactly, knight back to c2, a3. So it's definitely not from nowhere, but it did look like it was from nowhere. Looked like it was from the depths of my ass.
The bowels. Well, thank you for sharing that deep insight. But we wanted to say that, like in the 10 years that you guys have been streaming, when you stop and think about it, you've done an awful lot. It's pretty fun what you guys have done and brought a lot of joy to the world.
Thank you, Yaz.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's necessarily our chess bringing joy, but our other skills and personality traits.
Well, Big Chief,
Keep going.
You.
Well, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. It's getting dinner time over here.
No, not yet though.
Leave that
There's the
outside.
brief segment, Yasser, where you get fed one game. Is that possible? One game?
Sure.
Remember the challenge? It was the challenge where however much material you end up ahead are gifted back in subs.
Really?
You're
Oh, that
being
sounds like
fed,
fun.
being fed to. Our friend is being fed to you. His name's Watson.
Brilliant. So what do you want me to do? You want me to get on to
Mike, is Watson there now? Just yeah, I need you to online on chess.com.
okay.
Mike, is Watson there? It's one game, then you got your dinner. We know you have an appetite.
Yeah, big.
You're gonna be double fisting. Double fisting like Stella and a wine.
Yeah. A drink
Right?
in
That's the
each hand.
Yasser classic.
Okay. Play online. So I should be online. Do you see me?
Are you GM Yaz?
Yep, that's me. So who do I challenge?
Well, just let me just confirm. They might have ran away. Let me just double check. I'm.
If he runs away, that means I get to run away too.
But don't. It was a good offer because the more material you take, the more subs.
Okay, so my goal in this game, or would have been, is to get ahead as much material as I could possibly could.
Well, that's the reward system.
But not.
And if you promote to a
yes,
queen,
Exactly.
if you promote queens, it adds up. Does that make sense?
That's what we're talking.
So
Get
you
the-
can
yeah,
just fully.
Deficit.
Go for the whole enchilada kind of thing.
But let me just double check. Otherwise,
Of course.
you might be excused.
Excuse.
Which would pain us.
Which would
greatly.
really pain me. And everyone likes to watch you, maybe.
Well, again, I feel my role as chief prosecutor. I take my responsibility seriously.
Let me just check this. Berenzin, thank you. Chesagita, we got some primes.
Nice. By the way, that final finish with F7, King takes G7, Rook E8. That was nice.
Thank you, Yaz. In the end, I could
I'll
have
keep
played.
you there for a sec.
Yeah.
Let me try to coordinate bodies.
Yeah. In the end, Yasser, I could have played just G7, Rook F8, but I was not pre-moving, but I had my little system going up the board there, so I was just doing it over and over.
Yeah, we saw the choo-choo G train.
Exactly.
It's F5, Rook F7, G7.
Exactly.
We liked it.
It was random because I was assuming. I mean, the middle game was very just not inspiring. That game, it wasn't a good game, and I was down like a lot of time as well.
Right.
So yeah, it wasn't my best. And then I saw the queen trade, and I said, okay, he'll probably make a draw. A lot of like repetitions with the rook, but the way he played it was very ambitious, very friendly, because he gave a pawn, and then all of a sudden I got ambitious again.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and you allowed you also be free. And yeah. No, that was good. My goodness. And I was just talking to Eric, and he's saying that there had been a period there where he wasn't really happy with the over the board tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't pushing himself, but now he's feeling the itch.
Right.
And he's getting ready to scratch it somewhere. There's traditionally been some nice tournaments here in St. Louis. I'm speaking specifically about the Classics, a tournament that's coming up. They have these round robin events. Any chances that the Chess Bras might return to town?
Well, the only guy to check with is Big Chief.
Big Chief.
I'm just an online specialist now, Yasser.
Oh, you and Hikaru, that's all you do, huh?
We're very alike.
I mean, I think it is very impressive. Whatever you think of Hikaru, he is an incredibly impressive streamer.
I said it right at the beginning, and I've maintained it throughout. It's crazy. Everyone would count him out in classical because he's just such a successful streamer. Like, it's amazing that he's still just chilling up there with Magnus, like him and Magnus every event. He's now getting to the finals of every online event and over the board. It doesn't matter if he's winning every event. He's still a top 3-5 player in like every category. So he's just got the best of both worlds. Like, to maintain both at an extremely high level is just crazy.
Agreed. You just said it perfectly well. I mean, I'm just like, I mean, and by the way, just on that same note, let me just once again reiterate, I'm in awe of Magnus Carlsen. What that guy does is just, dare I say it, awesome. I mean, he's number 1 ranked in the world, has been for 15 years.
FYI.
Okay. Best in classical, best in blitz, best in rapids, best in freestyle, Fisher random. I mean, the guy is just a phenom. It's unbelievable.
Right. I am just getting word, Yaz, that that we can't let you off the hook just yet.
Dinner, I could almost.
I'm here, Yasser.
I could almost taste the trout tonight.
But
Three-minute game, 1 sub for every point of material you have on the board when you win the game.
I am not Aman. You know, I'm old and gray and toothless. I could barely even feel the pieces.
You want 5 minutes? No, but 3. You can do it, Yasser.
you just need to think mathematics, you know? Think business. Don't be playing like me, Yasser. I wouldn't even make $1 on this game.
Well, at the end there, you're right.
Buddy, I need you to show me the way, because my chess today wouldn't have made a damn $1.
But excuse me, when we were chit chatting away, you guys had really hit some nice numbers for the day.
Oh yeah, that absolutely. It's been a couple days of that as well. Like a lot of old viewers, OGs, people that have been here with like a 9-10 year sub under their belt, making appearances again, and new and old. Everyone's out, so it feels very wholesome.
Just on that note of subs for just a quick second, who is the longest subscriber?
Recurring subscriber?
We have a few names come to mind that were kind of at around the same time. Definitely BJH, one of our longest. He now works at chess.com, I think.
No kidding.
Yep.
Small world, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
BJH. We have a guy that also did chess boxing, like myself, in a real chess boxing fight, and he won. So he's also at a 100% record. Nitsid Prime.
He's from Edmonton, Yasser, so he doesn't have much going on. You know about Edmonton.
Slow night in Edmonton.
Yeah, exactly.
Aman, on that note, not just because you said chess boxing, I mean, after you knocked out poor Lawrence Trent there, it's sort of like chess boxing took a dive. I mean, I haven't heard of more victories.
Yasser, are you talking about chess boxing as a concept, or my chess boxing?
Maybe both.
Well, that's the thing. I'm right on the pulse of the sport, Yasser. If I take a break, then the sport takes a break. You know?
That's it. Because if you stop and think, no, seriously, I haven't heard of more matches.
No, I heard rumblings of maybe a second edition, but it never manifested, and yeah.
Okay.
The funding disappeared, Yasser, in terms of some of the big sponsors lined up. I wasn't part of those conversations, but there was some support initially that didn't work out.
Okay.
For like the really big picture, stadium, USA. Yeah.
I mean, I can hear the Rocky music in the background. Dun, 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 dun.
Yep, that's right.
As Aman comes in his white robe,
But yeah, sorry, we would have liked to have you been there. Maybe like, you know, like
Walking out on stage,
walking
yeah.
out. We had Omid. Omid did the
Yep, he rapped for the
yeah.
walkout.
Yes. Yes. Shout out to Omen too, by the way. I mean,
You remember Omid?
oh yeah. Oh, fantastic. What a poet. Well done. Well done. In Alberta. And how's Big Dan?
Actually, he was just on stream yesterday playing a match, but you know, other than that, he's been in hibernation. We think. Dan can still move the pieces. He's looking agile, and we like to check in when we can, but he's hard to get a hold of sometimes.
Still playing a little hand and brain?
I would say no. Maybe he's waiting for you, Yasser. Like he would come out of the woodwork for you.
Oh. Yeah, but big shout out. Really good members.
Yep.
Really hanging out with you.
Some of my favorite segments, Yaz. You working with Dan on chess. Some of yours as well, I gather.
Let's say there was a challenge.
Speaking of challenges, is Yaz's opponent here in the chat?
He is, and
He's
I
ready?
think he has a drink. We don't want to delay the trout too much. For
Exactly.
Yasser. But Yasser, just, you know, boardroom talk here. Promote as many queens as possible. He's rated in the 3 digits.
Okay. I need him to challenge me.
Aman can make the match.
Aman will make the match.
You're online.
Is it? What is it, like
Who is
this?
He has 2. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I need.
Who is
He's from the Cayman Islands.
Oh, wonderful. Gosh, it's good to have friends.
By way of England. Yeah.
Good to have friends, Cayman Island. I mean, in all my life, I've never been to the Caribbean. It's crazy. I've been to Bermuda a couple occasions, but never to. I've been to the Keys, Key West in Florida, and I drove across the bridges to get to Miami, but never been to the Caribbean. Cayman might be on the agenda.
I'm telling you the dates early, Yasser.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Yasser, are you ready? You're logged in there?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay.
I got my screen, my GM Yaz. I'm just looking for.
All right. I'm gonna try to start the match right now.
All right.
Let's see if this works.
I will try to make material in balance.
Used to.
All right, you're up against. You know, who knows if he's a real doctor, but doctor in the username. So.
Doctor.
Yep.
Okay, still don't have an.
Should be in front of you now.
Dr. Watson, yes.
Okay.
Dr. Watson. Is my clock ticking? It is.
It should be. Yep. There you go.
Take everything, Yasser.
Yeah, run up the score here, bud.
Doing my best.
And hopefully we can maybe get some sponsorship from the chat, maybe to add more time to your opponent's clock. I feel like he might need it. Yeah, we just don't want him losing on time or anything, you know.
Oh.
Make sure Auto Queen is on Yasser, you know.
Just got a positive Prezi there. That up the material count.
Yes.
Good. So no early checkmates, right? No bishop b5.
Well, what do you think? Yeah, you're the chief here. Maximize the challenge. Oh.
Okay, you're bad.
Oh.
Oh. Yasser really knows how to cut to the chase here.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not trying to make a checkmate, right? I don't want to go.
That's correct. Yep.
Knight d5 and inadvertently checkmate. Like, terrible.
We're at +6.
Okay.
That's helpful.
Target +30.
Wow.
You're the breadwinner, Yasser.
The breadwinner in the family.
Yes. Someone's got it.
Somebody's got to do it.
He's a tricky guy. I feel like he might be trying to trick you into mating him, Yasser, so don't fall for it.
Oh, I'm feeling, funny you should put it that way. I was feeling it's exactly the same way.
+7.
Okay, +7, +8. Wow. Holy. Okay.
So far, so good.
We're in the plus here.
Definitely.
Yas is really good at being a glutton. Like probably better than I would be. I would have simplified by now, but Yasser is very I'm following
he's
along.
maximizing the potential.
Exactly. Amazing.
+13. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Oh boy.
Okay, Yasser.
Okay, we need to see what you're capable of, buddy.
Who's the sponsor?
Don't worry. He's happy with the abuse here.
Who is the sponsor again?
Feed the Yaz.
It's going to be very hard.
Aman's actually good at that.
Yeah, Yasser's actually impressing early on here.
Early on. Okay. Now, to avoid the stalemate,
A professional.
I gotta hide.
Get out of Dodge.
Just to avoid the stalemates, right?
I really like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. You're surprisingly good at, almost terrifyingly good at this, Yasser.
Oh dear. Again, I don't want to. Okay, I think I've done everything I possibly can.
Okay, wait, we need some
That was +59.
we need to get some reviews here. Count them up
Or
here.
plus 58. 45. 58.
Yep.
58.
5 queens, 2 rooks, and a knight.
Thank you, Yasser.
5 queens. We are counting the queens as 9, right?
Yeah.
Yasser, maybe you have an opinion. Queen might be 10.
Yeah, back in your
55 and 2 rooks is 55, and a knight 58.
58.
For the sponsors.
I don't think you could have done much better than that, honestly, Yasser. So I'm very impressed.
Mike, was it as good for you as it was for Yasser?
For those of you who don't know, that was a question. We would have these parties in St. Louis, and we would play BLITZ, Bug House, pardon me. And I'm playing Bug House with Levon Aronian. I'm playing Bug House against Levon Aronian. And Levon is really taking the matches very seriously. And he really enjoys Bug House especially. And he considers himself the Bug House specialist. Okay? Very, very, very good. And his partner messes up. Making a long story short, I checkmate Levon. And Levon is bitterly complaining to his partner, bitterly complaining to the world. And I go, Levon, if you don't mind, please, I just have one question. Was what? I say, was that as good for you as it was for me? He was tasered. He there and lost it. Oh, that was so much fun. Guys, it's been a pleasure. 10 years.
Thank you, Yaz.
It was really, really a lot of fun.
Thanks for joining, spending time out of your Saturday, and
I'm only going to play Blitz chess when you're around now, Yasser. I noticed a strong correlation there.
Cursed. Guys, seriously, congratulations. 10 years. Fantastic. Your friendship is inspiration for all of us. And keep it up. And I promise not to be a stranger.
Thank you, Yaz.
Absolutely.
We would have it no other way.
Yeah, absolutely. And good night, everyone. And, happy Easter.
Thank you, Yaz. Your our friendly sponsor has paid up as well, so you've done your job.
I'm not sure if I think that's separate.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I think that might be separate. Yeah.
okay. I thought glutton. Yeah, that's exciting. Okay, Yaz, we won't keep you from your trout.
Thank you, Yasser,
Thank you.
for hanging out with all of us.
Bye, Yaz.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you, Watson.
Shout out Yasser. Jeez. And what an exit for the guy. I feel like we got to watch Yaz play, a little bit of disrespect chess, all in good fun. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, it was good. We ended up having Mayo and Yasser stop by, so we got through everyone there. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I was hoping Mon, if he took a long time, I'm down to beer, Yasser, just talking, like it's just like nice. Like, yeah, double overtime, no worries.
Yeah. Thank you, MC. Yep, that's right, Sam. 1200 like the old days with Yaz. Thank you, Eylush. $30, appreciate it. Watson, thanks, buddy. I mean, Watson was a pretty good sport about it. The boys.
Cuz, do you have some food for me?
I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
meet.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna go down for a little bit? Okay.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no worries.
And yeah, we can do that anytime. No rush.
Exactly.
No rush.
T-Man says right after 10.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Hex, we're just waiting for T-Man.
Yeah, T-Man.
Are you not gonna wait for T-Man or others?
Man, should we wait for T-Man?
Man, we should wait for T-Man.
Man, you think so?
I think so, man.
Okay, man. The Trev train. Thanks, Brian.
Yes.
I'd say decent, hella.
Yeah.
Decent timing. We can put...
You gonna put a video on or music?
We need to sit we need to fasten a war boy in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Tommy, we can put on one of the War Boys as an intermission.
Yep.
Would you like Red Rum, Cuz, Wild Hacks?
Which weight class are you interested in? Thank you, Chorzy.
I can put on Take Me Out for the intermission as well, but I don't think ABD's here. He
No,
was here
in person
before.
MC.
No Wild Hacks? God.
Yeah. They saw what he could do in Jeopardy, and I think they're good.
I'll have to sneak in some food at some point, but no
Yeah,
worries,
exactly.
it's early.
Exactly. I was thinking about that as well.
Oh, what are you craving?
Easy stuff like pizza.
Pizza,
burger,
pasta, burgers?
Yeah, pizza seems easy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. Good stuff. The night is not over yet. It's still young. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, guys. Tommy, you want to join on camera, but you're not sure if there's demand? You might have to convince him on that. You did lose in the sub battle, but we did win as the OGs. Force to Draw really wants Tommy to join. You just want to be on cam with the chat right now, Tommy? Is that what you're offering? Just you in the chat? Is that... You just want to talk to the chat? Are you gonna play chess? Well, you guys weren't here when they complained about Tommy's commentary. Seabra Thrust was, but Tommy... when Tommy's comment... Oh... Marbles hasn't been earned yet. It hasn't been earned. Yeah. The OGs won. The OGs aren't the marble fiends as much. Tommy's commentary. Earthling chess, you want to see Tommy? Man, this always reminds me of, yeah, the Clayton Bigsby's skit again. Whenever they see Tommy, some people, I didn't expect that. Like, it didn't. Tommy, if you're ready, I can hook you up. You want me to send you a link, big guy? Hello, Watson. You played a legend. You'll be ready in 10 minutes. Oh, everyone's nervous. Hello, Dylan. No, I need to have food first.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Or you just ordering pizza?
Potentially just because it's it's a good amount for... Did Amon get the thin crust last time he got Pizza Hut? Remember he was eating up here?
Very thin.
Yeah, so if he likes thin, I don't mind thin, so...
He was the thin, very, very paper thin.
Yeah.
Pepperoni or something. You ordered something.
Yeah. I'll start with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple drinks actually, but I started early.
Yeah.
And then my nap was completely scuffed. Oh my goodness.
I made salad sticks for later.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Later on.
There's Yasser videos on the channel, MC. I'm not a Tim Hortons guy, JK Russia. Guys, we're going to watch Mannered Monkey. He's still playing since last night. He's down 100 plus rating, and he will not appear on the stream anymore until he hits 2,900. Arian, I've been here a lot. I miss you, buddy. You played in the sub battle on a hike. I'd like to see you on camera, maybe, or something. It's sad to say Eric's hair isn't doing too well after 10 years. Oh, shit. I guess it happens. Jeez. Fuchs, can you resub to help me with the hair implants? Arian, you just missed Yasser. There might be a match tonight. Trevor versus Brando the Bully. Should you snipe Kurtz? You can try to. Dylan will be playing on my team. There's going to be some team chess. Yasser's just an OG, a real OG, and I met him while working in the US. Trevor, and we got along. It was a coincidence, but it was a good mix. In terms of generations. And I think Yasser likes Canadians. I think a lot of Americans do, but they're closeted about it. Hello, Lil Darcy. Not necessarily, AB. We'll see how things go. For a low energy guy like yourself, I can't promise too much. Alexandra's at Coachella. I didn't ask her, but she's at Coachella anyways. Where are the ladies? Aryan, you tell me where the ladies are. Aryan, you're hiding all the ladies. There's ladies here in the chat that have been supportive all day. Go Chelsea, go Venus, etc. There's ladies. But you're hiding some, Aryan, from Arkansas. Hiding from me because I disapproved of some of your ladies. Go Vexy. Aryan's hiding the ladies from me because I disapprove of them sometimes. Yes. All right, Tommy, let me set it up. You guys requested Tommy. Be careful what you ask for. That's all I'm saying. I have high standards for, my buddies. Dr. O, will you be joining us tonight on stream? As one of our best friends, a Pro Chess League participant, the creator of the AMAN'S collab that was peak COVID. Dr. O, what's it gonna take? Would you like to hang out with Force a Draw? We can always, I'll put on an intermission before Tommy gets set up. You guys chat? Okay. Feels good, man. Aryan, we hope you hang out tonight.
Puzzle Rush. Oh my gosh. Now you know, like I'm the slowest dude.
Is anyone here ready for Yasser Puzzle Rush?
No, you're not. I'm the
Yasser
slowest
Puzzle
dude.
Rush.
I'm the slowest dude in the world. So forgive me. But I'm pretty good at spotting mate in one. That's just a rook, right? Can win a queen. Okay, this is a very famous checkmating pattern that Wilhelm Steinitz won his world champion.
Yeah, sir.
Ooh,
Yeah, sir.
look at this.
I can hear you.
Discovered Pacasito. Ooh.
Yes, I can hear you.
Where did this come from? Wow.
Hello.
Yeah, well, it was just I had to double check.
Better now that you're here, baby.
Okay. So, oops. It snap response.
Mm,
Snap response.
professional.
Okay.
Let me know when you'd like to make your appearance. Well, I told you, it's just up and down, but we're riding the wave. People have been very supportive. Aryan, who is this
You know I
guy?
hate giving up.
Who do you think it is, Aryan? He's a big fan of yours.
But I'll do it.
When you come on stream, he usually says something.
Whoa. Okay, so this is my famous smothered maid, and that's always a use.
That impresses me as an American.
Oh, your lighting's not great, and you're already a bit tan, so this is a nice little... All right. All right, the floor is yours, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. Guys, how's the location? Is it good? We're gonna do some Q&A. Yeah, I'm already in the Cayman Islands. Yeah, I am drinking gum. I lost the sub battle twice, so Eric Hansen has forced me to drink Canadian spunk.
No.
This is National Master Keith McKinnon's DNA.
No.
So that's what we're doing as my punishment. So, but you know, when you've been in for a decade, this is the punishment that you get from Eric Hansen. So he's really he's kind of a slave driver behind the scenes, man. He's not pleasant. It's what we do. He does it because he loves me. It's quite a load. Yeah, this is like John Urschel size, like, load right here. Holy shit.
You're going to scare everyone away, Tommy.
Listen,
The Kazi.
scare away the majority of them.
Cash is intimidated already.